as I was saying, compasses, sorry my camera died, compasses are a great tool to have. I like the ones that you put the pencils in. Instead this has got a built-in lead. They're good for drawing circles, uniform circles. Right. Oh, sticky tape, masking, paper masking tape I think, is good because it's made out of paper and it just works good on the patterns for manipulating patterns. And a glue stick, no particular brand, just good old glue stick. Right, and here we have a sewing gauge or a seam gauge. And this is great because it has a little wee slider which lets you mark your length. For example, from here, from the red point there to the end here is exactly 5 centimeters on this side, and it's good for doing seam allowances. Calculator. This is my old school one that I've drawn all over, but it's a good scientific calculator. Any calculator will do. Yeah. You always need calculators when you do sewing. Measuring tape. Ones in centimeters and inches would be good to have. And a good collection of curved rulers and French curves are an essential, unless you want to draw all your curves by hand, then they can look uneven. So there's one type. Another type. Nice long one. And I have this even longer one, which I had made for me. And this is good because you can, on this one, you can draw the armhole, the neck curve, front neck curve, the hip curve, and it also has a straight edge. Yeah, so this is a great tool to have. I like using it. Yeah. A good collection of your own patterns is always great to have too. I buy them when they're cheap and adapt them and use them as inspiration. Yeah, so I've got a range of those. And for papers, I like to buy mine by big rolls. Here we have a sample of newsprint. It's pretty thin, but it's good for lightweight fabrics and swimwear, stretch fabrics, etc. And now this is a glossy paper which is thicker, but I use quite a bit. And for blocks and basic patterns, a roll of cardboard is great to have. I don't know where you can buy it, but in Christchurch here, I buy mine at the paper round on ages away. And magazines, great for inspiration. I love Lady Gaga. Isn't she amazing? She's so beautiful. But yeah, magazines for inspiration and fashion. not any brands in particular, but it's always good just to have a collection of these kind of pieces. Oh, Hot Boys. Yum. And this is a poster book. It's great if you want to look at details in costuming. See, here's our beautiful Lady Gaga. And the lace detailing. And the diamantes. Also, a great collection of sewing books. It's great to have. This is my collection. It's not that big, but it helps me lots. So, got Reader's Digest Complete Guide to Sewing, and someone called Schrader, Fun and Fabulous Tops to Sew, Smart Sewing, which is an old book I found at an op shop, a Simplicity Sewing book, which is another one I found at the op shop, which is really handy. I bought this wee sewing one, which is craft workbooks. And then there's Stitch by Stitch, a part of an old collection. And then there's making clothes for children. The book of applique, the complete book of applique and patchwork. I haven't really used that one, but it's alright. This sewing book up here is good if you need tips. It's not so much great for construction, but tips. It helps with tips. Yeah. And pattern drafting books. I have my collection's slowly starting to grow. Successful dressmaking, pattern drafting. Oh, these are. I don't understand these books. These Japanese ones. I don't know if I should be allowed to show you that, but yeah, a Japanese one, and it's quite confusing. I have two of them. One day I'll work them and make your own dress patterns. These are all really old books, but none of it's really changed when you think about it. And the best of the best you can get. Metric Pattern Cutting by Winifred Aldrich. She's awesome. These books are great. This is one of the first versions, I think. See, it goes from showing you how to make the blocks to adjusting it to fit, and your actual patterns, which I can help with. I found this at an op shop too, I think. I was given this one. This is a newer, updated version of women's wear, but most of it just stays the same, and it's just up to what you like and what you want. Yeah. This one was given to me by the lady Padma. She's a really beautiful, lovely lady and a friend of the family's. And yeah, I'll put a link to her website because she's done a great job. Like, honestly, I love this book to pieces. It's a great handbook to have. She was trained in Malaysia, if I remember, and she's put together a compilation book. Nice pleat skirt, snail skirt, and it's very, very simple, straightforward and easy to use. Sleeves, and this is some of her work. So yeah, I'll link you to her website, and I would highly suggest purchasing this book. It's been lots of help, and it comes And you